Welcome to qnawire.
So we're delivering power to a town. We're delivering 65 megawatts of power at 45 kilovolts RMS. And this power is arriving from a generator through 3 ohm transmission lines. And the first thing we want to calculate is the EMF at the generator ends of the lines. The EMF at the generator ends of the lines. So the total EMF, the total voltage, is going to be a sum. It's going to be a sum of the voltage of the lines, sum of the lines, plus the input voltage. So we're given the input voltage. We need to calculate the voltage across the transmission lines. And since we know the resistance of these lines, we can calculate this using Ohm's law. So this is IR. But you might notice that we don't quite yet know I. So in order to calculate I, the current through the lines, we can use the fact that it's equal to the power delivered across the input voltage. So now we can plug this in for V total. So this is equal to the input power over the input voltage, both of which are given, times the resistance of the lines, plus the input voltage. So now we have this solely in terms of given quantities. And if we plug numbers in, we find a value of about 50 kilovolts. Great. So then in part B, we want to find the fraction of the power generated that is wasted through the lines. So the first thing we want to know is the power going through the lines. So the power wasted in the lines, it'll be proportional to the current squared and the resistance of the lines. So the bigger the resistance of the lines, the more power you're losing. Likewise, the more current you're running through, the power that you lose really blows up. So given that we know I and R, we can calculate this to be a value of 6.259 megawatts of power. So this is the power we're losing. And now the total power is going to be the lost power through the line, so P line, plus the power delivered. So power delivered, which we know to be 65 megawatts. And this works out to be 71.259 megawatts. So now, the fraction of power lost is the power lost, 6.259 megawatts, over the total power delivered, 71.259 megawatts. And this turned out to be a fraction, or rather a percentage, of 8.78%. So this is the fraction of power lost through the power lines. And those are our final answers.